Hi guys, how's it going? So in today's video we're going to be looking at what kind of technologies your favorite websites are using. So at my current company, we are a digital agency. So this means we build custom solutions from startups all the way through to enterprise clients. But at the end of the day, all of our web work is built in the mean stack. So behind the scenes, everything is MongoDB, it's Angular on the front end, and it's an Express server on the back end. So to kind of help myself get out of this bubble, I found an amazing Chrome extension that shows you what kind of technologies other websites are built with. And the app in question is called Wappalizer. I've linked it in the description down below. So let's just jump straight in and let's have a look at some websites and see what technologies they're built with using Wappalizer.
Okay, so let's start by having a look at Stack Overflow. If I click on the Wappalizer extension here, I can see they're using Google Analytics, Quintcast, Comscore. Their advertising networks are with DoubleClick publishers from Google and Google AdSense. The only thing that it's picking up with Stack Overflow is that it's using jQuery as a JavaScript framework. And now if we go over to Reddit, let's see what Reddit are doing. So it seems they're using a message board, like a custom built bit of software called Reddit. Interestingly, it's picking up the programming language is Python. And if we look at the JavaScript frameworks that they're using all kinds of these different libraries to do animations on the site and make life easier for their developers. They're using Bootstrap still, and they're using PayPal for doing payment processing. If we go over to Wikipedia, again, not much here. You can see that their programming language that it's picking up is PHP. It's using jQuery as a JavaScript framework. So again, I think this is going to be a thing that's going to be quite evident along the way, is that a lot of websites are still using jQuery in some form, regardless of how useful it may be. If you look at CSS Tricks, they are using WordPress. So that's interesting. They're built on WordPress. They've got a WooCommerce plugin. They've got MailChimp, obviously, I guess, for doing their email forms. Their server is on Nginx, which is quite interesting. And yeah, so this is quite cool. And they're using Yoast SEO as a plugin for WordPress. So this is quite cool that this is a very popular website. I use this website multiple times a week, and it's built in WordPress at the end of the day. Now, flicking over to the BBC News for the UK. So they are also using Google Analytics. They've got Google AdSense running because obviously I'm browsing on this site from outside the UK. So obviously it's trying to serve me ads. And they've got Require.js, they've got jQuery running, they're using Lodash as a JavaScript library or framework. Now going over here to Wired.com, immediately I can see that they've got React. That's the main JavaScript framework that they're using. So I'm guessing their client side is built in React. Again, they've got Google AdSense running, they've got Google Analytics running. I guess they're using Webpack to build their production versions of the site. FontScript, Typekit, Upwork. Upwork are using AngularJS on the front end. Google Analytics, they've got a Facebook widget. I'm guessing that is going to be used for their login to the site, so you don't need to sign up and open an account. You can kind of just log in with Facebook. They're using Cloudflare to sort of serve files all the time, so that's kind of cool. But it's really cool to see a website that's customer facing using AngularJS, not even Angular 2. And over here in Udemy, what are Udemy using? They have Django and Bootstrap as web frameworks, using Webpack. They're using Python on the back end. And interestingly here, they're using React and AngularJS on the client side. So there might be portions of at least this page that are in React, and there's portions of the page in AngularJS. So it's kind of cool to see sort of a mix of two very, Facebook's framework and Google's framework, or Google's old framework, still in use side by side. And here if I look at the website for Angular CLI, so this is a website based around Angular 2, I can look at it, I can see obviously Google using Google Analytics. But not really much else. It's not really picking up much else here. We've got Material Design Lite, which is Google's design library being used to serve the site. So let's see if I can say get started. Oh, cool. That takes me over to GitHub. GitHub are using Ruby and Ruby on Rails, and they're also using Google Analytics. And their CDN is GitHub Pages. So as you can see, using this app, it isn't perfect. It doesn't show you everything, but it gives you a real good sense of what kind of tech a website is using and what kind of stuff behind the scenes is all being put together to show you an amazing piece of content.
So as you can see, I think there's a reason why I love this app so much. Mainly because it helps me keep really focused on my future of my career. When I first got into the industry, obviously, my dream was to work for a big internet company like Google or Facebook. And now that I've been doing this for a while, I'm really starting to understand what kind of effort I'm going to need to put in to get to that point. So once again, I've linked the app in the description down below if you want to go and check it out and download it. It's completely free and it's a Chrome extension. So basically, when you're browsing the web, you can now use this app to look at what kind of technologies your favorite websites are built with, to get a bit of a better understanding of what technologies are being used out there in the market today. And if you find anything cool, then please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to see, if you found any weird technologies, if you found really old technologies. It'd always be good fun to see what other people are finding. And until next time, thanks a lot for watching.